Hello everyone, a very good evening to all of you, and I am Amit Sani. I welcome you to StudyIQ in the daily PIB analysis video. And first of all, these pen drive courses, huge discounts are going on and they will not stay for long. And check for these prices and all these videos. You know the standard of StudyIQ, it is unparalleled, and apart from the current affair issues which are daily published in the YouTube videos of Hindu PIB analysis, these static portion created by experts is going to make you successful for sure. So go for them and inquire about these on this number. Mobile numbers are given here. Okay, so MCQs that I gave to you yesterday. New aims were announced in Ranchi, Gujarat, JNK, not in Kota. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 is the answer here. Next, Kala Azar is a protozoa based disease. It's not bacteria, it's not virus, it's protozoa, Leishmania donovani, and it is spread by sand fly. Okay, it's a fly, sand fly. Okay, so answer is C, protozoa. 3. Antibiotics for TB are betaquiline, that is second line drug. Isoniazid is the first line drug. Okay, albendazole is given for deworming, and amoxicillin is a simple antibiotic. So only 2 are associated with the tuberculosis disease. Next, Department of Space, which comes directly under the PMO. Dr. Sivan is chairman of ISRO. He briefed about the upcoming challenges and the proposals for the next year, which is ahead in 2019. Chandrayaan 2 mission is in the line. Chandrayaan 1 was sent in 2008 by us, and important discoveries it did, like water ice beneath the surface of moon and all. And Chandrayaan 2 will be very important this year. Small satellite launch vehicle, we are experimenting in a reusable launch vehicle. We are experimenting, and in-flight connectivity with the launch of GSAT 20. These are the planned number in the next upcoming year. Next, enhanced industry interface for production of PSLV by industry will be a major milestone, and efforts in this regard are initiated. Okay, so that's the information. Next, the most ambitious one, that is Gaganyaan, which was talked about by Mr. Modi in the 15 August Lal Killa statement, where Gaganyatris will be there. 3 Gaganyatris would be going, and they will stay for 7 days on 400 kilometers height. Okay, and it is the first manned mission, space mission from India. Indians have gone into space, but it is the manned mission from India, that is first one. Okay, and Indian astronauts will be going there, orbiting the Earth for 7 days. It's a major expansion in ISRO's program. As there would be a center that will be created for this, Human Space Flight Center. Okay, and by the remote sensing and all, they will be managing this. Importantly, now the year-end review. These lectures are very boring, which are going on for the last 2-3 days, because these are the year-end reviews. But the important compilation which is done in these reviews, that is going to make you successful, because in the mains and in the prelims examination, you need points, you need facts, and all the schemes, all the initiatives, all the programs done by ministries and all, these are given in these year-end reviews. So these are the most important data for the exam point of view. Okay, so this is the Ministry of HRD's data. The program is transforming India. This is our vision, and sabko shiksha, sabko achhi shiksha, education for all and quality education is the main goal. For that, Samagra Shiksha is launched in 2018. Samagra Shiksha is actually a continuum. I tell you, from preschool, primary, upper primary till senior secondary levels, it's a continuum. So it's a holistic program, Samagra Shiksha program, covering everything. So it is integrating everything, and preference will be given to educationally backward blocks, EBBs, which are identified by a lot of surveys, and aspirational districts, focus districts, they will be identified, and they will be intensively given all kinds of programs and all, and the support would be given by Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan, and it is done by Department of School Education and Literacy, which is coming under the Ministry of HRD. And other important schemes which are going on, Impress, Stark, HEFA, Higher Education Financial Agency and all, I have discussed them a lot of times. And one more, graded autonomy would be given to some higher education institutes, so that they can compete with the global institutions and they can come into the international ranking, because it is a huge problem for India that we are not having globally recognized institutions. So autonomy would be given to them, and all financing authority and all that would be with them. Next, library grant will be given under this Samagra Shiksha for primary till senior secondary level schools. All schools will be given library grants. We have also built a library in Afghanistan. So regarding library, our focus is increasing everywhere, and it is very, very important. Okay, any kind of expert who come and visit Indian schools, they say that where are libraries? There are no libraries. So under Padhe Bharat, and how students are convinced, they develop interest in reading. So reading habits among students is the prime focus of this library grant. Next is the sports grant, Khelo India and Khile India. So the students, they develop the leadership skills, teamwork skills, and they stay healthy, and physical education component is an essential part of this. And grants will be given 10,000 for upper primary, 25,000 for senior secondary and senior secondary schools will be given. Okay, so that's the thing. Next, the Kasturba Gandhi Bal Vidyalayas, the girls schools which are giving excellent results, and girls are very sincere always, we all know, and they are actually scaling new heights, far way better than boys. Okay, so these schools will be given all kinds of facilities. Residential schools would be there in every educational backward block. Okay, so these will be residential schools for girls, and the school would be 6th to 12th standard. Okay, one school would be there, that would be residential school for every educationally backward block. So that's the important thing. So it is the provision for existing KGBVs, and 1232 KGBVs have been approved for upgradation now for this year. More than 7 lakh girls, rural girls, and mainly in this age group 10 to 18, and belonging to SC, ST, OBC groups, they will be benefited out of this scheme. Next, importantly, vocational education. The biggest problem of India is growth without employment. So employment scenario should be improved. So it would be starting with the school education only under the umbrella of Samagra Shiksha. The scheme covers government schools and government aided schools. There this vocational education would be given, and they will be complying with the national skill qualification framework. Okay, so the courses would be there for 9th to 12th level schools, and you see in 9th and 10th it would be an additional subject. In 11th and 12th it would be a compulsory subject, elective subject, whether they would be choosing between electronics, ICT, or any other vocational course, but that would be a mandatory one. Next, the learning outcome, which are becoming extremely important in all kinds of data, all kinds of surveys. Learning outcomes are a big focus now. So this complete document includes curricular expectations and pedagogical process which are related to the teaching. Okay, so learning outcomes of class 1 to 8th, importantly, because there this outcome is needed. And you see, the problem is the first class text is not readable to class 2, 3, 5 students. They are not able to read, and actually the involvement, the registrations, and the attendance is going up for the students, but they are not able to read, they are not learning much. So that is a big problem here, and this document is meant for teachers and teacher educators to ensure and enhance the quality of learning in the schools. And compact version contains only the learning outcomes for each subject in each class. So class based, school based approach, and most of the states and all UTs, they have actually applied this. And now NCERT conducted research studies in 6 blocks of the country to enhance the achievement of learning outcomes. And 2 important components: age and development appropriateness, so that according to the age, according to their learning abilities, they can know about this, and the adequacy of strategies and materials, how these programs they are being implemented and how they are affecting these young minds. So that knowledge is very, very crucial to get the right outcome here. Okay, so adequacy of strategies, how this is going on and how they are getting important benefit out of these strategies. So that knowledge is very important. Next is National Achievement Survey. It's an external survey, very important annual survey is done, and it was done in 2017. The data is available on the website of MHRD. NAS assessed the learning levels of class 3, 5, 8 and 10. Separate tests were given to them. Maths based, social science, environment based based tests were conducted, and district report cards, state learning reports were created. For 10th class in the November, the data was available, and in May all rest of the data regarding class 3, 5, 8, that was available. Okay. Next, operational digital board. That's a great upgradation in the digital boards, because these digital boards are extremely helpful in audio-visual expression, and they are very much in consonance with the digitized world, and those conventional board, whiteboard, blackboards are of no use now. You see, we are learning through the screen now. Okay, you are reading this in your mobile phone, in your computer, so it's a digital board actually. Okay, so it is very helpful and very much working. Additional things can be done here, so it is going to be a great addition in next 5 years in all the schools. Next, the PISA. We boycotted the PISA assessment test in 2009. We said that we are not able to give answers. We performed very badly, and because cultural gaps were there, and actually it was very unfortunate for a country like India, which is according to PPP basis, it is third economy, sixth economy from the GDP basis. So in this kind of country, this much progressed country, and in a way a rich country, students are not able to give their test on computers. They want papers. They said that we cannot compete with these hi-fi kids because they are from the developed countries, because this PISA test is conducted by OECD, this organization of economic cooperation and development. So this is the group where all developed countries are there: the UK, Spain, Canada, Switzerland, the Japan, Singapore, these kind of countries. Okay, their students, their education level is very rich and very much interactive one, and very high class education is available in these countries. So that's why they are topping in all the lists, and these are very much advanced countries. But this is a black spot on our economy, that our education is so bad that we are not able to compete with these kids. Although cultural gaps are there, and some things are different for these people, the way that mango is important fruit for us, avocado is important fruit for Western countries. So these kind of things are there obviously, but still the standard is totally missing in India. So that's why we need to compete there. Now we have decided that we will again compete in 2021, because it's a triennial international survey which is done in every 3 years. So in 2012, 15 and 18 we boycotted this test, and this was started in 2000 and launched in 1997, okay, by OECD. Remember this. And you see, all preparations are going on. The main thing is that competencies that are essential for full participation in modern societies, these competencies now we are working on them. Okay, and India will participate in 2021 through schools run by KVS, Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan, Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti, and the UTs of Chandigarh especially. So Chandigarh, remember this may be asked in prelims examination this year. Now, it was decided after due consideration that the computer-based testing mode would not be suitable for Indian students. Still, they are saying that our students will not be able to give this test on computers. We need papers. So that's a laughable situation for Western countries in the 21st century. And the preparation has been started now, and international treaty is also done with which is signed between MHRD and OECD group. Okay, and World Bank will be providing technical support and financial assistance this year. Now the NCERT has undertaken a review of syllabi and textbooks also. PISA is over. Now this is important regarding the textbooks and our syllabus. There was a national curriculum framework which was created in 2005 by NCERT, and according to that, the standard of these books, the material, the text and the chapters, they will be based on this syllabus. This whole framework was created. Now the updation is required because it is more than 14 years, and a new portal for teachers suggestion is created for that, and national initiatives like Swachh Bharat, Digital India, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, these kind of schemes would be added in these textbooks, and the data will be updated according to the census 2011. So this is going to be done now, and 7 joint committees are created. They will be assessing everything, and they have decided that CBSE will not publish any textbook now. NCERT only will be publishing all the books, and joint committees will keep assessing all this situation so that they can give all kinds of data regarding their working. And NCERT, CBSE, NVS, KVS, they all people are representing in this joint committees. Okay, these all bodies actually, not people. Now NCERT is in the process of finalizing its textbook for 1920, including QR codes. So QR codes are also integrated here. Now more than 6.03 crore textbooks by June 19 will be available for students, and that production cum distribution centers are already established at Ahmedabad, Bengaluru, Kolkata, Guwahati and Delhi. So this may be asked that where this network is there for the NCERT textbooks distribution. ePathshala is an important app where all NCERT books are freely available for students. So very, very important app, and a step towards our advancement in the study ways, because you see the main problem of India is the advancement in the level of the education. So in that direction, these digital boards, ePathshala, these apps and all these assessments are the main steps which are going to change our education scenario. UDI, that was Unified District Information on School Education. Now they are upgrading it and making it UDI Plus. So real-time data would be collected and GIS based network would be created. Geographical Information System based network of these schools would be created, and new features like data analytics, data visualization, key performance indicators and school report cards, they all will be available with this UDI Plus application. Okay, that is created. Next is performance grading index that would be created, and there are 70 indicators, and you see score of 1000 is there totally, and around 20 score is given to all the indicators. So in the end, what they are going to do, they will be aiming for a situation where all the states, UTs, they are reaching up to best grades. Okay, right now very less states and UTs are near to the top level of grades, and ultimately they should reach the highest level. That is the aim here. And online recruitment, transfer of teachers, electronic attendance of students and teachers, these all the things will be focused here. You see, we are focusing a lot in the recent years on teacher education. Even the teachers are not qualified, who are giving education, who are actually constructing the future of India. The generations they are teaching, even those teachers are not qualified. So you see, we have made a lot of changes. We have increased the years for B.Ed education, and these teacher assessment tests and all. National Institute for Teacher Education, that's a statutory body. We are giving all focus to that institution so that better teachers are created. They are totally trained, who are teaching in public schools and all. Okay, so it is necessary for the teachers. So we are also going to talk about those things in the next class. So for now, thanks a lot, keep watching, and this data is important, compilation is important, PDF you will be getting. And if you don't get anywhere in this PDF, you go to Facebook and join my group. You will be getting the PDF. Thanks a lot. Keep watching. It was Amit Sani.